Okay, boys and girls, what we're going to do here, what I'm going to show you, is how to take a mixed number and add another mixed number to that. I'm also going to show you how to take a mixed number and subtract a mixed number. Starting with this, we have 2 2/3, and we're adding 1 3/4. Now the problem here is that the denominators for the fraction part of the mixed numbers don't match. Whenever we add or subtract fractions, the denominators have to match. And how do we get them to match? We need to find the least common denominator between the 3 and the 4. The least common denominator is really the least common multiple. In this instance, the least common denominator would be 12. What we need to do from there is we need to make equivalent fractions. We need to say 2/3 is going to equal what over 12? The 3/4 is going to equal what over 12? Because we can't change the value. 2/3 needs to equal the fraction here, and 3/4 needs to equal this fraction here. And then the denominators would match. So in this instance, the 3 becomes a 12 because it was multiplied by 4. So if we multiply the denominator by 4, you have to multiply the numerator by 4. Alright? And you get 8. Here, the 4 became a 12 because it was multiplied by 3. You have to multiply the numerator by 3 then as well, and you would get 9. So really, what we're adding is 2 8/12 plus 1 9/12. Once we get to this part, we add the whole numbers. 2 plus 1 equals 3. We add the numerators. 9 and 8 is 17. The denominator stays the same. And we have 3 and 17/12. However, there's another part to this. We're not going to leave 3 and 17/12 the way it is, because 17/12 is an improper fraction. So what we need to do at this point is we need to take this improper fraction and turn it around to a mixed number. If we pulled 17/12, we need to figure out what that would look like as a mixed number. Well, I know if I take 12/12, that's going to give me one whole bar. And then I would ask myself, well, how many 12ths would I have left over if I have 12/12? Really the difference between 17 and 12. If you could do that in your head, that's great. If you need to write it out, 17 minus 12, you would get 5. So you would have 5 extra 12ths left over after you pulled the 12/12. So 17/12 is equal to 1 5/12. But we're not done, because we have to take the 3 wholes that we had, add it to the 1, and your final answer will be 4 5/12. Ask yourself, can 5/12 be put in simplest form? Meaning, do 5 and 12 have any common factors other than 1? The answer is no. Therefore, the sum to this problem is 4 5/12.